Right, I'll quickly take it off just so I can do this bit here on the front, but otherwise would be very difficult to do. Lovely. Cool, nice. Well, let's see how he looks with just the first basic layer of the shading, or highlights I should say. Let's use the right guns for him. There we go. Nice, cool. It's a very good first layer of highlights, and thankfully the most gratuitous layer. I mean, we have a couple other colours to do, like we have to do the highlights of the gold, highlights of the bits of red that's on there, but that shouldn't take as long by comparison. Let us highlight his flamer. Beautiful. Here we go. Went a little bit heavy there on that knuckle bit. Oh well. Cool. There we go. Nice. There we go. Lovely. There we go. Very nice. Excellent. There we go. And this is him with the flamers, with the first layer of highlights as well, on the blue. Excellent. Just need to highlight the blacks too. Right, brilliant stuff. And now with that, time to highlight his brothers. Scratchy Dan's turn. Right, we'll quickly disarm Scratchy Dan and do just him. Damn, Scratchy Dan's getting a thick layer. I don't know why it's going on so thick. Well, not thick, but just maybe I'm just doing it at a bad angle. I'm worried I've made it too runny. Yeah, I think I have, because it's immediately just going into any and all recesses. Okay, let's see if this does any better. Yeah, it's a bit better, but not a ton, really. Maybe the brush I'm using is just too big as well. Yeah, I'm going to try another brush. This is the one that usually splits immediately, so let's see how long this lasts. Which is a shame, because it's actually an excellent brush for this, you know, when it cooperates. Highlight that bit as well, because it's still technically blue. There we go. Well, it's not even technically, it is blue. Ooh. Wow, I can see loads of gold spill there. Definitely going to be going over that in a moment. Bit of directional shine. At least I think directional shine is what it's called, but it's what I'm calling it. Nice. So far this brush is cooperating. Maybe this brush is just going to have to become my highlight brush. I'm going to have to flat edge this one. Here we go. Ah, cool. Not bad, not bad. Cool beans. Right, so you know what? Before I add more highlighting to my brush and continue, just quickly wipe it off. Just quickly jump to another brush so we can deal with those gold stains there. Using, of course, a bit of the old McRag. Right, here we go. I mean to do this for ages, but I keep forgetting. Every time I see it, I immediately forget. Right. Oh, lovely. Some on the top as well, somewhere I think, doesn't it? There we go. Nice, nice. Cool, very good. You know what, while it's on my mind, we'll quickly have a look at his brother as well. Don't think it's as bad for him as it was for old Scratchy Dan. Yeah, it's cool. You know what, sod it, let's have a quick look at the Sergeant as well, but I think I did his... Oh, or did I? Or correction, did I do it well? Nice, cool. Alright, good. Right then, back to the highlighting. Alright, these plates can be quite tough with the arm in the way, but the one underneath that plate, that can be even more challenging. Whoops. Oh god, that went so heavy. There we go. Right, let's try that once more. There we go, it's much more reasonable. I can't really see it, I know, but still, it's much better. Got a nice thick one on that knee there, because I think it benefits from standing out a bit. Oops, I'm not sure what I did there, I just painted over it, basically. Nah, it's fine. Definitely need to find a better way to highlight between these tight gaps here where I don't have a lot of angles to go from, because it just ends up going between, which is not what I'm after. Let's see if I can't unbetween it with another brush. Yeah, not so well. Oh well, I can just null oil in there again when all is said and done. That should hopefully mitigate it. Cool, that's that one. There we go, that's much better. Right, cool, I'm pretty sure that's all of the edges of notes for the Calgar blue on this guy. Excellent. Cool beans. So actually, of course, let's see about his face. That's something I nearly forgot about. Yeah, the heads are fairly in shadow anyway, thanks to the hood, so not too worried. There we go. Nice. Right then, let's quickly just go over his weapons. Do this one first. Cool. Now this back bit. Cool. Nice. Looking good. Let's quickly do Scratchy Dan's other bolter. Looking forward to seeing how these all look when I add the harder Fenrisian highlights. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Now let's see what we can do for the flamers. Here we go. Very nice. That's that one. Cool. There we go. The last thing to do for him is just this little rocket launcher here. I keep saying rocket launcher. It looks like a rocket launcher even though it's a grenade launcher. Frag Storm grenade launcher. There we go. Cool. Superb. Yeah, right. And that's Scratchy Dan. Excellent. Right then. Let's get the last fella done. Right. And that's the last one. Had their Calgar blue highlights along with all of his weapons. Excellent. So that's all the Calgar blue highlights done, although annoyingly with this one I did manage to get a splotch of blue onto the gold, but thankfully my intention is to actually go over the gold again once I have done the next set of highlights, that being the hard edges with Fenrisian grey. Right, let us roll. Then after the gold I've also got to do the transfers. I have no idea how I'm going to do the transfers, but yeah, we'll find a way I suppose. I guess I was hoping I'd wake up and they'd just magically have been done by some mysterious entity, but yeah. I was not so lucky. Alright, as always, the sergeant shall volunteer himself first. Ah, that's annoying. Ah well. My hand slipped. Why do I keep spilling bits? What's up with my aim today? Alright, cool. Well, I certainly wish I hadn't quite gone over as heavy on the abs as I did. But here it looks pretty good. Here we go, nice, nice. Very cool. Now let's do the bolters. Here we go. Nice. Nice. Okay. And then, of course... There we go. Right, cool. Along with his flamers, I saw this guy's hard edge highlights done. Nice. I've gone fairly subtle with it. I'm still very pleased with it. Yes, indeed. A little bit more on the top there than I would have liked, but never mind. Cool. Now I'll quickly do his colleagues, and then we can move on to some other bits. Yeah, this brush is due a nice long cleanup, I think, after this. It's getting a little bit sad. But you can push through, brush. You can push through. Here we go. Cool, cool. Here we go. Cool, cool. Alright then, that's all the blue hard edge highlights done. I think you see on the edge of the weapon gauntlets there as well. My jazz is the same with all of them, so magnifique. I didn't go too nuts on it. I like it to be fairly subtle, quote unquote fairly. But yes, with the blues done, we can now get on with highlighting other bits. For instance, there are parts that are with blacks, like the base of this flamer here, and these bits on the storm gauntlets will need to be highlighted with some Eshin Grey. Let's do it. Get these out so we can actually see. There we go, nice bit of Eshin Grey on the black. It's very faint, but it's there. And now to quickly add the Eshin Grey highlights to these here black flamer bits. Right, and with that Eshin Grey done, now going to add on top of that a thin streaking of Dawnstone. Oh yes. Okay, that might be a bit thick. Hold on. Right, that's the Dawnstone done. Looking very, very nice. So what I'm going to quickly do, I'm going to add the highlights to these dangly bits on the guys, but before I do even that, I'm going to go over the golds again from scratch because they're getting really dull, so I'll make it look nice and shiny again. I know that the armor's beaten up and whatnot, especially all scratchy down here, but still, I think they all deserve the gold, trim, love. Alright, let's do it. There we go, that's a good bit of shine. Nice. Right, so that's the golds done up again. They're looking nice and shiny once more, which is nice. They deserve it because they are good boys. That's the next bit of highlighting we're going to do is all the silver bits. So the only real bit of silver on the bodies themselves, this guy's knee and this guy's pendants, and then all the silver bits on the weapons. Right, let's roll that. Of course, for it, we're going to be highlighting it with Storm Host Silver. Yes. I'm also going to try and consider what direction up they're facing. Nice, like that. Yeah. And of course, we'll also do the same with this. There we go. There we go. Nice. There we go. Nice, nice. Same with the pendant. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Nice. Got a nice bit of shine on the upturned edges. Excellent. Right, now it's finally time to do the burn of the burners. Well, flamers, I should say. Went a bit orc there. Do apologise. So I'm going to begin it using a bit of the old Drakenhof Nightshade first. Just a bit. Because what I used to do with other things that involved burns, regardless of the colours I used, I would do the lightest shade all over, and then a dark shade about halfway, then the darkest shade towards the end. But this time I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do the darker one first, and then layer over that, going further back with the lighter one, and so on and so on. Just to see how it looks. I'm also going to just kind of attempt it on this one, and get it completely done before I move on to the others. So I want to make sure it works before I commit, you know? Alright, so there we go. That one's dry now and looking pretty good for a first bit. Now for the second bit, we're going to add this Drakari Violet. I've been needing to get some of this for a while, and I finally got it. And here we get to open it. Listen. Ah. Didn't make the rip sound, but oh well. Ooh, that's very violet. So just sort of here. There we go. A lot of it definitely disappears into the, you know... Why have I briefly forgotten what the holes are? But it disappears into those. The vents, I guess. Well, they work as vents, even if they're not called vents. Oh, my brain. Now I'll let that dry too. Yeah, it's looking real good. Nice, nice, nice. And then the last thing we'll add, a bit of Seraphim Sepia, just at the back there. There we go, doesn't need much. Nice. Right, I've done the Drakenhof Nightshade on the other ones. While we're waiting for them to fully dry, I guess we may as well tackle the big elephant in the room and do the decals for these guys. There are some, like this, where I think I'll just simply not do them, because they've just been completely destroyed. There are some where I definitely can do them, but they're going to be very challenging, so... Right, let's do this noise. Right, Microset and Microsalt. And we'll move you, it's not your turn yet. Right, so I'm going to attempt this one first, which is going to be... It's going to be the fire support decal there, that white one. Let's do it. Right, Microset first. Back on, don't want to spill that again. My hope is that I'll let it set over it, completely like normal. And then after it's all set and dried, I'll be able to cut cut around it and scrape it out. That's the plan anyway. Right, cool beans. And while we wait for that, may as well do the other side, which will be a much more straightforward endeavour. There you go, as usual, not perfectly straight, but near as damn it. Right, let's see if we can cut this now, shall we? You know what, actually, sorry, we'll take the whole thing off. There we go. Just fill in the rest of that with white after the fact. It's too much. There we go, nice. Okay, that's... Right, cool, that's good. Any bits that are missing I can just add with white. So now we're going to add the old microsol. There we go. Do the same on this side. Going to try cutting into this one after the fact. There's a little bit there that needs a bit of a cut into. There we go, nice. That actually was very cooperative, I'm happy to say. Overall, nice. Right then. I was expecting that to be a real fight. But no, good day. Right, now before we do the other guys, let's quickly go back to these flamers. We'll give them their Druchii Violet. Druchii, is that even how you pronounce it? Or is it Druchii? Druchii? I don't know. Does anybody really know? It's like as soon as I put this purple on, it all just comes together. It's lovely. Purple is an awesome colour. These short ones here, just sort of get it around the base there like that. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Bit much there. Just there we go. Right, so now we'll do this geezer. He's not going to have the ultramarine symbol because that's been completely mangled. But he's going to have the fire support one just there. Micro set. Transfer. There we go. Nice. Then we microsol. Excellent. Right, so then lastly this geezer. Let's micro set on the shoulder. Definitely going to be cutting into this one, I think. Well, I say I think. I'm definitely going to be. Get the transfer on. There we are. And with the odd shape, this one is not sitting flat. Alright then. Gonna have to do a bit of on the fly reps. Hopefully that's not gonna wreck it too hard. That did make it a bit more malleable. Right, good. Good. There we go. Nice. Doing a bit of micro set again. There we go. Nice. That went pretty well, actually, I'm happy to say. Cool. Right, while we wait for that, have a quick look at these. I don't think they need the Seraphim Sepia, you know, because on the gold, I mean, look, you can't really tell. This one there has it, this one here doesn't. They're virtually indistinguishable, so, nah, we'll just not bother with it. Save me the sepia. Give this one here a bit of a light scratch up. There we go, nice. Right, one more quick thing needs doing is we're going to use a bit of this here pallid witch flesh to highlight their belt bits, like his bones, his scroll, and his friends, I guess they're called. I'm sure they're chums. Cool. It's not much, but it's good. Speaking of highlights, I'm also going to go over the golds very lightly, the edges of them with Liberator golds. Just enough to give that something. There we go. Well, that was really annoying. What just happened there? Oh no, no. I'm panicking. Come on. There we go. Oh, no, it's dried on, annoyingly. Alright then. I'll come back to deal with that once I've done the Liberator with the other ones. Nice. Very good. Alright, now back to this guy on his shoulder. I have an idea. A small plan, if you would. I'm going to get a bit of Nuln Oil, and I'm going to soot up the front of that pauldron. And really soot that up. And on the transfer as well, just to sort of make it all blend. Nice. Let's see how that looks when it dries. There we go. Cut into that transfer quite nicely. Excellent. Yeah, it looks really good. I like it. Yes. So that's these weapons done, and the guys are basically done now. All I've got to do now is the bases. Right. Let's roll. And of course, like the super exciting person I am, it's going to be good old Astrogranite again. Good old Astrogranite. But given that I only have so much of it left, quickly move these over. I am first going to cover up the bases with Mechanicus Standard Grey. Right, and with those bases done, it's time to add that Astrogranite. There we go. That's one looking good, excellent. Nice, that's these bases done and ready for shading with Nuln Oil, but before I do, I realise that the red of his ropes and his mask, I forgot to highlight that, so we're going to jump into that real quick right now with some Mephiston Red. You know that thing people always say with, oh, I'd forget my own head if it wasn't screwed onto me, but I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely that guy. I would forget my head. There we go. I'm not going to highlight the one in there, because for one, it's in a recess, so I think it would be shaded, and two, I don't want to mess up the shading that's already there. Not laziness or anything. There we go. Nice, nice. Though I don't remember if I painted, I think I painted the top one Mephiston, didn't I? That's why it doesn't look too obvious. So with that in mind, we're going to highlight that one with Evil Suns. There we go. Nice. Glad I noticed that just in time. Right, jumping back to the bases. Now they're going to get a good old brush over with Nuln Oil. There we go. This dark shading combined with a dry brushing of Dawnstone afterwards really makes it look good in my books. And we'll tidy up the rim, and then I think we're looking good. We're looking golden. Or blue in this guy's case. That's one. There's two. There we go. Now to let them dry. Right, that's the Nuln Oil dry, looking very good. Now we just give it the old dry brush. We're going to dry brush the bases with Dawnstone, also going a bit over the legs and some of the lower reaching areas as well to make it look like they've kicked up dust. Next, let's see how this goes. There we go, nice. Nice bit of dustiness. Cool, very good. I'll just do it to his friends. Do a little bit under there as well, there we go. Not too much. Move these guys. Same reason as always. We're gonna add a little bit more to my brush again. Okay, there we go. Cool beans. And then the last guy. Cool, there we go. Excellent. Right then, awesome. And with that done, now we just need to tidy up the rims of the bases. And cleanup shall begin with Abaddon Black. Actually, no, technically, cleanup shall begin with the back of a knife, just scraping along the edge. There we go. Smoothing it out. Cleaning away any excess from the astrogranite. Nice. Then we add the Abaddon Black. There we go. Nice. That's some nice solid black bases. Or black base rims. Right, so now the last thing with the Macragge Blue. There we go. There we go. Nice. Let's do the other two. Right then, and with these nice blue rims here, there we go. I will say that as these guys done. Excellent. Yeah, they're looking really quite dope. I'm quite pleased with them, especially with the battle damage that I gave onto them. Like a little scratchy down here. Showing that off, very, very proud of it. Yeah, it looks really, really cool. Now let's quickly change them to the other ones. Right, and there they are with their rather dope Storm Bolter gauntlets, or Storm gauntlets, I forget what they're called. Thank you so much for watching me build these things, guys. If you did enjoy it, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Consider joining the Discord, consider becoming a YouTube member. It all helps me out. And with these guys done, definitely gonna have to do an army showcase, I think. Yes, indeed. And with that, we will see you guys next time. Let's go, Sarge. And remember, Scratchy Dan loves you all. Fist bump.